Hello, it's Nosa. I am ready to do the reading for Aries. These readings are timeless and they're intuitive. So I'm just going to jump right in and channel what it is that Spirit wants the sign of Aries to know at this time. I just wanted to show you, I don't know if you could see that guy there. That's the one I was drawn to, the one in the fetal position. I've been reading with these cards for a long time and I've never seen that. That fairy. Aries, you're in a place where you're very wounded. You could probably be literally in the fetal position spiritually. That's what they're saying, spiritually. You feel like there's no way out. Like as far as your connection to the divine, it seems like you've gone through so much bad things that you don't know how there could even be a divine. I feel like you've been through a whole lot in your life in general. And you're like, not that you're questioning God, but you're just almost in a space of like in need. And maybe feeling like you're alone. Almost like he forgot about you, but he hasn't. These are just really hard times right now for you and your faith in the divine and maybe your own self, because we're mirror reflections of what we feel. It's like a mirror reflection. Like if your relationship with the divine is almost like, where are you in my life? Why is everything so messed up? You projecting that onto the divine is saying like you need to look within and find what's wrong that's making you say that to begin with. Aries, I think now is the time for you to really step into your faith right now and stop and kind of check your ego. Like, okay, your life is messed up, but are you grateful for the things that you do have? Right? Because it's not all about this victim mentality. It's not all so dark. It's not all so helpless. And God is with you. I think this has to do with love, because Laguna, she is a fairy that's a reptile, and she kisses the little frog to see if he'll turn into a prince. But I feel like you didn't get a prince. Yeah, you got a dud. And maybe people in your life have done you wrong too, situations, people. Like, it doesn't have to be love only. It's like, right? It could be family members that have treated you poorly, and you feel alone. You feel alone. Let's go on and saying, like, give love a try again. There's always, like, it was a soulmate. I'm hearing it was a soulmate. It wasn't the one, you know. Give love a try again. Like, it'll happen. It's just, you're meant to learn lessons before you meet the one. And who knows, maybe, you know, you already met the one, but you're still in this, it's what they're saying, you're still in this victim mentality about what they did. It's like, if it is a divine connection, you have to just allow, you know. And that's hard. If you're in your ego, you're like, it's supposed to look this way, you're supposed to treat me this way. It's like, no, they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do, and you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do, right? So I'm seeing a lot off of this card. Let's get more and see. Okay, so the divine is asking you now to, like, take things slow. Don't be so quick to judge. Don't be so quick to judge even the divine. Don't be like, go slow and look inside and see the beautiful soul that you are, and see that that's the most important thing, especially in these times. It's like, we all want to be loved, and we want to be honored, and we want to be in healthy relationships. But how is your relationship to God? How is that one doing? Because at least the moon's daughter is like, she's the pretty, like, light source, feminine energy that comes from the moon, and she's here with, you know, her person, right? And it's like, you have to find this first, though, and God is what they're telling me strongly. Like, there is no way that you got to get out of your ego. I would recommend, like, meditation, doing the do nothing meditation, which is just sitting and being, and, like, with everything off and just taking everything in, and, like, allowing your thoughts to do what they do and be the observer of your thoughts, and kind of just do nothing. Yeah, I see a lot of introspection is needed here. A lot of alone time, unplugged time. Like, I know Aries likes to be plugged in all the time. You guys can love your phones and stuff, but it's like, put them down for a second and just have that conversation with the divine, right? And see the divine with a new pair of eyes, in gratitude, right, of what you have. And then that's when the moon is being stressed here. So I feel like, if you're not doing it already, like, get into, like, cycles of the moon. Learn about the moon. Learn about the new moon. Like, manifest during your new moons, and figure out what type of manifestation calls for that moon, right? And, like, release in the full moons, and, like, it's like a whole revamping of, like, your connection to God here. And doing things like meditation and honoring the cycles of the moon are really going to get you in this space of gratitude, I feel. Because there's, like, a lack of gratitude. It's like, oh my God, all this bad stuff happened to me. When life is a prize, life is a gift, every day is a gift, right? It's all a matter of perspective. Yeah. Transfiguration. This is like a transmutation of energy. You have to change this way of thinking. The divine wants you to change this way of thinking and wants you to be more in gratitude. And if you're dealing with a twin flame situation, this is all about detachment, but in a sense of like detaching from your own mind, detaching from the world, detaching from your phone, detaching from the things that, right, do not bring you closer to God, and connecting to just being. And that's when the because it's like it's scientific. So if you release everything and you just go within and do the do nothing meditation, your life will shift and your energy will shift, and then your ascension essentially is going to be triggered, and then it's going to allow for this transfiguration to happen. That way you're not in this fetal position, just in this ego, in this lack mentality. So I know a lot of readers say, twin flame readers, you got to detach from your twin. It's like, don't cause them suffering because you want to be in your ego because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, or this could be a soulmate, or this could be a family member, whatever. Don't judge them, right? They're going through their own thing. It's like you have to be love, essentially. We all have to find that self-love, find that love for the divine, find the gratitude in everything. And these things can be challenging, but you can do it. You have the power to do it. You are blessed by the moon. It's being highlighted here. So I feel like your feminine energy, whether masculine or feminine, the positive energy is there to be had, right? But you just have to get into this mode of self-love and love of God. Yeah. Yeah, this is like an ego death I'm picking up on. That either, I think you're struggling with it. You're struggling with it. You just don't want to allow it. You just have to allow it. And the ego is like, it's not like, oh, I think I'm all that. The ego is like who you think you are, who society tells you are, the things that were instilled in you as a child, you know, like childhood, like things that you were taught that you're supposed to be, who you like, your personality, all of those things, the way you think, your job, the things that you think that you like, that's all ego. That's not who you are at the core. You are a being of light and love. You're just love and consciousness, a knowing. That's why when you're listening to your thoughts, right? There's this thing that's listening to your thoughts, and your thoughts, that's your ego. It's like going on and on. But the awareness, right? That's your soul. So that's where you need to go to. And I'm not saying detach from your loved one. Like if you have a twin, right? Just let them do what they do. It's all about your soul evolution. And when you do that, they, in essence, are going to be that mirror, right? So they're going to mirror your energy. So the more that you go within and you see yourself as, you know, not your thoughts and not with your situation, you see yourself as love and light and consciousness, the awareness of what's happening, right? That's the key to ascension. And that's for all the signs. That's for every soul that's on the planet. That awareness is where you need to always be at. And then whenever you're dealing with a family member, a child, your twin, you come from a place of love and unconditional love. You love on people, right? Every chance that you get, you don't judge them or come from a place of judgment or come from a place of ego or you didn't do this, you didn't do that. It's like, no, you are you, I'm me, I love you, I'm with God, I'm with the divine, and I'm going to approach you. And if I don't have anything nice to say, I'm not going to say it, and I'm not going to feel reluctant to express my love, right? Because ego can do that. It can make you, you know, think, oh, well, you're a simp or you're this or you're that, you shouldn't say that. It's like, no, say it. Tell them how much you love them. Tell them how great they look today. If they pissed you off, let it ride, let it go, give it to God. These are things that we have to begin to do to really, really ascend and to really get to, you know, heaven on earth, because it's very possible. I hope this reading resonated with you. I felt so great doing it. I love you, Aries, so very much. I'm going to be back next Monday to do your reading. Forgive these bugs. I parked up over here. I'm like, whatever, right? It's like they're just showing out for you. This has been real. I hope you got a lot out of this. And again, I'll be back next Monday for your weekly reading. I love you so much, Aries, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye.